Okay, dokie. I'm just going to make sure everybody's muted out here. Okay, and I'm also, to respect everyone's time today, because I'm a talker, I'm checking my clock. All right, we're going to keep this to 20 minutes. So I am just going to blow a bunch of information at you. And I see Selena laughing because she thinks that's impossible for me. I see you. You're kind of frozen right now and you're stuck in a laugh, Selena. So I saw that. But okay, can Selena, or let's see, Kelly Couch, you're not frozen. I got a lot of frozen faces at me.
Yes.
Am I breaking up? Am I frozen when I'm coming through?
No, you're coming through good.
Okay, awesome. Okay, good morning. I am in Branson. I think that's Missouri. I'm here for a little Christmas party. And of course, the one time of year I go on a little family vacation, this huge promo hits and everybody wants to get after it in a three-way call. And it's just a good thing I love my job, because I just woke up like it was, presents at Christmas as well. So, if you've been in this business, today is the day that you hit it. I woke up at 6:30. I saw the promo. I was going to sleep till 8:30 because I'm on vacation. And it was like, I was too excited to go back to bed. And so I'm going through my messenger and I am just texting everyone who is ever on the fence about pricing the promo, because to this day, we have never had 33% off on store-wide products. And how many people are looking for a financial opportunity in 2017, guys? And if you're just new to this call, it's not a risk. It works. There are so many of us on this call, and I was one of the co-founding ambassadors. I feel blessed. Brian James, he introduced me to this product before we put it in the company and launched it. And I was scared and I was nervous. I didn't know what ketone technology was, but it's taken a year. And I just think anybody who doesn't jump on this ship, who wants to be healthy, who wants better in their life, who wants to serve others and lead them to a better place, is crazy for not taking an opportunity to share. I don't care if it's network marketing. I don't care if it's had a bad stigma to you in the future. You are literally sharing a product with people that we have seen change lives over and over again in 2016. And my name is Abigail Klutz. I'm from Kansas City, Kansas, and I'm so excited to lead this call with you this morning because my excitement is just off the charts, because I'm ready for a new year. I have the validation that this works. I have the proof of people who have joined my team, who have been able to walk away from entrapping jobs, been able to join back their family and their children's lives, who get to own their own schedule, who get to say yes or no, I don't want to, I want to, who get to work as hard as they want to work and not be capped. All right. I'm in a frame of mind. I'm a hard worker. I'm a hustler. If I believe in something, I love it. I love going after it. And I hated corporate America, where I knew that I was capped in a position. And so I love this space. I love this industry. I love this sharing economy. But what I love more than anything else is that we have a simple, easy, replicatable system, and you do not have to be an expert in the health industry. You don't have to be an expert in ketones. You don't have to be an expert in network marketing. In fact, I hope you're not, because you may just come across a little bit too salesy, and people have two arms up with salespeople. What I hope you are is somebody who has experienced Keto OS, who has seen someone else had their lives changed about it, and you have a heart to help other people have a better life. That's what I hope you're coming on here for this call today. And there's two things I'm passionate about. I've been a trainer. I've been a nutritionist. I've coached bodybuilders, figure girls, figure athletes to stage. I work with some of the world's most elite researchers, coaches in the industry, and I'm passionate about people getting healthy. The other thing that I'm passionate about, because of my background, is I am passionate about financial freedom. I've come from a really hard place, and I'm at a place where I can help other people, and that blesses my heart. My love language is giving, and there's nothing I love to give more than somebody a new life that they're financially free on. So if you are joining this call, typically I do longer calls, but you're on this call today because somebody invited you to look at the business. This is a leadership call about the business. We have Monday night calls, state of play calls, where we talk about the science, we talk about the development of the company, we talk about our labs in the University of South Florida. You hear our formulators come on and talk about this technology. You know, in the spring, we're going to go to Keto Academy and see PubMed studies. We launched this product over a year ago. We put out over, I think by now, 13 million servings. That's more than Apple. Okay, so if you're in Canada sitting there right now thinking, should I do this? Yes, the US, we crushed it this past year. And in January, at the end of January, we're having our EPIC conference. If you're on this call and you are not at EPIC conference in January, it is safe to say this will not be a lucrative business for you in 2017. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. If you are not at your company meetings, if you are not at your company events, and you don't have 3 other people on your team there, this will not go this year the way you want it to go. All you have to do is get to the events where you learn the culture, you learn the language, you learn how simple this is to share it, and you have teammates there learning it too. I cannot ever teach or replicate the excitement that comes out of these things. So this call this morning is about how to get started. And so that's why I wanted to preface this by saying, if you want to get started in 2017, you use that 33% off promo today, you get into the cloud, and you buy your EPIC tickets. And then your goal for the next 2 weeks is to call every single person on your team and make sure that they have their EPIC tickets. And in the next 2 days, that's the day to do it because it's 33% off. So let's say you have a brand new promoter on this call today. Where do you begin? How do you start the business? And because it's a 20-minute call, I ain't even going to do a screen share. I'm not. Usually, if you want a screen shared call, just message me or message your sponsor, and we have awesome ones that you can take your time for 45 minutes and walk through with your back screen and look at it. I'm not going to do that today because I think the most effective thing we can do today is get off this call and start picking up the phone and messaging people, because your paycheck and your business is solely related to how many people you expose Keto OS to. Okay, so here's how you do it. You create intrigue. Okay, number 1, we want to create intrigue. We want to create curiosity. We don't want to be weirdos. We don't want to shove our link down people's throats. We don't want to say, order from me today, and throw our link at people. Guess what? That's what gives network marketing a bad name. Being weird, okay? It's like taking an ice cream truck and driving through a neighborhood, and now if you're full of kids, they're going to run out. But let's just say it's not. Like, it's just weird, okay? So be tactful and be authentic when you share this, because it works. And your approach matters. Your approach will either have people putting their hands up and coming to you, or thinking, oh, it's another supplement sell. And you've done them a disservice, because this isn't another supplement. This is a nutritional technology. It's a 4th macronutrient. It's a breakthrough in science. And this isn't hype. Don't listen to me and my hyped up energy right now. Go find out for yourself. Go Google ketones. Go Google ketones and inflammation. Go Google ketones and cognitive function. Go Google ketones and energy. Go to the person's link who may have shared this with you, and go over the research tab, and you learn it for yourself. This isn't hype. This is really an innovative technology that we launched in 2016. And in 2 years, I guarantee you, everybody is going to be taking ketones. All right. So if you want to get on board and make this a side business and tack it on to what you already do, that's awesome. It's going to change the temperature of your financial situation in your life. So the first thing you want to do, if you haven't already done this today, I would do this today. I would go on your Facebook and I would show a picture. I coached a girl earlier. She had just, I don't tell people you need to test your blood, you need to test your urine, because I've seen it now thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Guess what? You're in ketosis after an hour. Okay. But if you have a stick, you could post it. If you make the drink up with ice in it, just take a picture of it. You don't have to say, oh my gosh, this Keto OS is absolutely amazing. Order from me today. Nobody's going to do that. Okay. You just told them what it was, and you just told them you're trying to sell them. What I want you to do is create intrigue. Consider it like you're dating. Okay. And if you've ever read any books on dating, and that would be nerdy, but you know, some of us need help. If you've ever done that, you know, you don't lay all your cards out there on the table. So why do you do that with business, right? We just want to create intrigue. So take a picture, put it out there, say, oh my gosh, I have been struggling this past year having to take a nap every day at 3 o'clock. My nutritionist, my name is Abigail Epps, and I'm your nutritionist today, okay? My nutritionist recommended that I start drinking this at 2:30 because at 3 o'clock every day, I'm exhausted. I can't believe the way I have felt the last 2 days when I have drank this, and no naps for me. I'm getting so much more done. What did we just do? We identified pain points, because how many people feel like they're crashing at 3 o'clock? You know what? That's the time during the day where cortisol raises, stress hormones raise. So why do I have people take Keto OS at 2:30? To ward off that 3 o'clock hit where they lose control of their cravings. Their brain is getting tired. They need more oxygen. They need more energy, and they need to be able to finish the day strong. If they're a businessman at work and they've got more meetings till 6 o'clock, if they're a stay-at-home mom, guess what the hardest time is for a mother? The end of the day. Everybody's cranky. You got to get them to bed. Okay. Who doesn't need more energy come 2:30? All right, so that's valid. And how many people could read that and relate with you? What we try and do in this business, and this is the reason I'm in this business, because I would feel almost a little bit slimy if I was doing it with anything else. But because I know this product works and because I have seen lives changed, I take an approach that I think is the most efficient and the most effective, and that's called hitting pain points. So I want you right now to take out a pen and paper, and I want you to think about your pain point. What is it that you wish you had more of? What is it that you want to change about your life in 2017? What is it that you battle on a constant basis? If that's what you're battling, I guarantee you other people are too. Okay. So that's called identifying a pain point. And if you can identify a pain point, usually other people can relate. And what we know about ketones, I'm not gonna blow your horn on this. It's not a fat loss supplement. You know why? Because I can't give you the scientific researched papers that say it's a fat loss supplement. And in this company called Prove It, we like to prove it. We don't make claims that aren't true. Now, right now, there is the first fat loss study ever going on with exogenous ketones. They're using Keto OS to do it. So in 2017, will we call it a fat loss supplement? Probably so, because we will have the scientific evidence for that. But what we want to do is identify exactly what ketones do. They lower inflammation. You can see the PubMed studies on that. They give you more cognitive functioning. They give you 38% more oxygen. Two things pass through your blood-brain barrier. It's glucose and ketones. And ketones bring more oxygen. This is why when people start taking ketones, sometimes they feel it right away. Sometimes it takes them 2 weeks to absorb it more through their tissues. That's why I hate, if you're going to give someone a 5-day experience, you just ask them what taste they like the best. Don't set them up for some miracle, because some people are so backed up and they need the enzymes to break it down, and they need to train their body tissues to utilize it. Some people literally need 2 weeks. A lot of things you take needs 4 weeks. You need a full cycle running through your body before you feel it. So don't set people up for failure by telling them the magic they're going to feel. But eventually, ketones will do their job, and they will offer that more cognition, that more oxygen in the brain. This science was developed for Navy SEALs to keep them out of seizures because it's delivering more oxygen to your brain. And a myriad of things happens when your brain has more oxygen. So when you're thinking about a social media post, think about alertness, mental function, focus, cognitive enhancement. Think about energy. What could you do with more energy? Say what you can do with more energy. I haven't felt like working out in 2016. I'm going to be honest. I've had fatigue. I've been stressed. I've been going through a financial crisis. My marriage is falling apart. I have no energy. This past week, I've been drinking Keto OS. I feel like a new woman. I feel like for the first time in a year, I want to go to the gym. Guess what? That's powerful because a lot of people in 2017 are trying to start going to the gym and they're trying to start eating healthy. But you know what they don't have? They don't have the drive. And you know what ketones do? They're like the foundation piece. They're the spark that starts the fire. I've been in the industry for over a decade. I can hand someone the greatest diet in the world and I can hand someone the greatest workouts in the world. If their body is filled with inflammation and pain, guess what they don't want to do? Work out. Guess what their first workout is going to do? It's going to make them freaking sore and they don't want to go back to it because we haven't taken care of the foundation of what they need to get started. Guess what over people struggle with? Appetite control, cravings. You hand them a diet of cutting their calories to 1,300 in the new year. Guess how long they're going to stay on that? 2 weeks. Then they're going to feel horrible and shamed as soon as they mess up because their body doesn't want 1,300 calories if they've been eating 2,100 calories. Okay? Let's give people ketones before you put the other resources in place. Because telling an overweight person to cut their calories and going on a diet is like telling a depressed person to just get happy. There's a myriad of things that need to be fixed before we can make these huge 2017 new resolutions. The greatest thing that you can do for someone today is share ketones with them so then they can achieve their goals in 2017. We need appetite suppression. We need craving control. We need for when you aren't eating to keep your body out of a catabolic state. And I don't usually get so product driven, but the reason why I'm pouring these things out you today is so that you'll think of a social media post that you can make today that will spike interest and hit pain points and something that's real and honest and true because everybody's relatable when you hit a pain point. Okay, so think about that. Don't put your link out there with it. Because here's what you want to do. You want them to say, well, what is that drink? And guess what? 50 people are driving by that post wondering the same exact thing. So if you go on there and say, oh, here's my link, go look at it. Now 50 people go, all right. But if you can pull them into a messenger conversation and you can figure out what they're looking for and you can connect them with the campfire video or an article on inflammation, the dark side of ketosis. If you go to the Prove It link, there's what's called the Learn section, and it has blogs written by experts. You can find just about anything that someone is struggling with and send them that article. Guess what? The more isolated you get in a conversation with someone, the more efficient that you can be in getting them what they need. Okay? So if you want to build this business, you've got to create curiosity, and then you got to bring people into a one-on-one situation. Horrible sales mentality to think we could ever sell 20 people with a Facebook post. If you can get one person you're talking to and you can really listen to them and identify a pain point, and you can go in with the correct piece of information, you've just saved yourself a lot of discouragement because you were efficient. And sometimes I think we think this is magic. We make a post, nobody bought from me. I made a post, nobody said anything. Everybody's watching. Keep posting, keep creating curiosity, and keep making this about a relationship and trying to help people. Be authentic. You will start building an amazing business and team of users who are validated in what they believe in and that this product is for them because you knew what they needed. Okay, so I know that's a big deal, but I feel like today in launching an MVP, in launching a business, it comes with understanding how to generate some curiosity. Okay, so I want everybody to get outside themselves today. Think about people sitting there on the other side of that message. Think about people sitting there just wanting something more. I had a lady last week who walked away from a nursing job. She took custody of some of her daughter's children, and she had to quit her job and stay at home. She's financially strapped, and she was sitting there and praying for an opportunity in 2017 to somehow be able to make income, but stay at home in, I think, her 50s or 60s and take care of these 3 children she just had to take custody of. Guess what came on in her Facebook? A video I made that day about, and I never really make videos about financial income or opportunity, but because over a year and a half ago, Brian James invited me to preview this technology, my life changed. My world shifted, and I'll never be the same. And so that and how it's blessed me gets me the courage sometimes to make that post and forget about what people think about me and just say, I got something that's working and it's changed my life. And if you want out of your job, if you want something more, if you need to be home with your kids, I can't think of anything better for you. Please contact me. She was sitting there praying and crying, and that video came on. And we've got her now starting her MVP today. So, we're excited about that. So how do you do MVP? Okay. So I told you what you all need to do. Y'all need to make a post, or you need to be personal, and you need to pick up the phone and you need to call a friend who needs to be on this. You need to share a message with someone. You need to write down a list of names and share a message with someone that you think this could bless. Because if you're on this call, you're a promoter, you've had it bless your life or someone else's life. Okay. So make your post, and then here's how we get started. We be quiet. We are not the message. We are the messenger. So I tell people what you do is you create curiosity. You send them a resource. You send them the campfire video. And the minute they start asking questions, you don't answer them. You do not become the expert. And guess what, guys? This is hard for me. This is really hard for me. I'm a fitness professional. I was there from the beginning. I could talk ketones to you left and right. Guess what? If I start talking ketones to you, Jackie, you are going to glaze over. You're going to be like, no wonder this girl's awesome at the business. She knows everything there is to know about ketones. I could never do that. That's the worst thing I could ever do for my business, okay? So when it's someone that is my personal promoter or someone I'm working on, the first thing I do is say, that is an awesome question. You know what? Let me get you on a call with my friend Selena. She's a nurse. She just walked away from her. Are we allowed to say that now? Okay, yeah. She just walked away from her job within 6 months in this company. And I know a lot of people say they don't have the time for it, but I watched this girl work a 60-hour-a-week job, and she knows how to make business when she's on the toilet. She knows how to wear a headset in the car and make calls. She knows how to stay up late at night and get up early in the morning because she had her eye on the prize, and she knew she wanted to walk away from a 60-hour-a-week nursing job that was taking her away from her family and her freedom. So
I already have a ponytail. Sophie did it.
Awesome. She already has a ponytail, so she's ready to go. So we want to, girls like me, we want to stay at home. We want to be with our kids. I'm in Branson right now at Silver Dollar City, and I've got an audience of 50 here that want to change their life. And I'm able to take this call today. I'm not going into a 9 to 5. I'm here with my family, and I'm here helping people that want to take up the temperature of their financial freedom and help other people. So what you want to do is share that campfire video and then put duct tape over your mouth. Get them connected to somebody else to handle their objections. So I tell people, the minute someone starts asking a question to you, perfect opportunity. Here's how you do the job. Be coachable. Be coachable. Go connect them on a 3-way call to let somebody else handle the objections and close it for you. We know you know, all right, or you don't know, and that's fine too, because what you've just done is you've said, hey, Joe, I know the answers, but I really want to introduce you to my friend. And if Joe is brand new at this, here's what he just saw. I really need this income opportunity, but the ketone conversation scares me to death because it's really complicated. But all you did was share a video and connect to me on a call. I think I can do that too. Do you see what you just did in your business? You have brought in a simple, replicatable system, okay? That's the key. That's the key to this. You cannot build a large empire if you're trying to answer everybody's questions. And when they go home to tell their wife about it, they can't replicate 30 minutes worth of info you just talked at them. And if they can't replicate it, it's not going to become their business. And they're not going to take off putting people in because they can't handle people's objections like you just did to them. So the simpler you make it with the person that you're talking to, the more that you make it look easy, the more likely it is for us all to achieve our dreams, really. So now you've got someone, all right? I tossed them to Selena. Selena handled their objections, and then she moved them to the sale for me. We assessed what they wanted. Did they want to be a customer? Did they want to be a promoter? Do you want to be coachable and get the business started right? You're going to get the Santa pack. You're going to get the experience pack. If you have somebody who wants the financial opportunity, don't let them get anything less than an experience pack. You can't open a supplement store without supplements. You can't launch your business. I mean, you can, but it's going to be a lot harder and it's going to take a lot longer. Do you know how many people have taken credit cards out to start the business? Do you know if you were starting your own business, you'd be taking loans out left and right because at every corner you get hit with setting up an LLC, having to order more product. One batch of labels went wrong. I got to spend $5,000 more. If you were starting your own business, it would be outrageous. This is the only business that you get to start where you're not going to be just hit with things right and left that you have to spend to get it started. So yes, it's a little bit of a risk, but guess what? It's the greatest reward and quickest turnaround you'll ever see because we need you to have that Santa pack because we need you to have 39 sets of 5. And in your first 48 hours after you buy that, you got to hit the go button. You want that volume to count because we are breaking MVPs. If your business is not about breaking MVPs, I guarantee you're not at a level 6. I guarantee you are not at a level 6. If you are not focused on linking arms with the person who you just brought into your organization and getting down in the trenches and getting on the phone calls and getting them to hit the GoPro and getting them to hit the OMVP, your business is not where you want it to be. Every single person on this call can probably say that's true. How hard do you focus on getting someone set up for success by helping them learn how to share out the 39 sets of 5? It's simple. Day 1, send them the campfire video. Make sure they know what's going to happen in their body when they start taking ketones. Day 2, check on them. Send them a couple pictures of recipes. Say, hey, I don't know if you love the taste. Really doesn't matter. You know, they used to give this injection form because it was so disgusting and people couldn't palate it. I'm pretty proud of our company that you can actually drink it. It's okay. But if you want to mix up, play with it a little bit, here's some recipe cards. Day 3, you're closing that sucker out. And you're not closing it out. You're going to put them on a phone call. This is how we work the 5-day experience. This is how you level up. This is how you do the business. On day 3, you check on them. How's it going? You know, which flavor do you like the best? Maybe they felt it. Maybe they haven't. If they haven't felt it, I don't care. That doesn't unlock every single science and research article that's ever come out that we know that's happening on a cognitive and cellular level with ketones. I don't care if you didn't feel it right away. If we have validated the product by getting someone the campfire video, by getting them our link that has the research on it, I mean, how many people have spent thousands of dollars on vitamins that they've never felt And they don't even know in their blood work if it's being bioavailable or resorbed. We do know what ketones are doing. So even if they didn't feel it, but you've done your job on getting them the campfire video, connected on a 3-way call, the research link, it just, their belief in the education is there. And I probably put in 100 promoters without ever sampling when we first started this thing by just sharing research links with people. So when someone now tells me, I just didn't feel it, I'm like, so did you read what it's doing in your body? You know, because I bet you've taken some apple cider vinegar because Dr. Oz told you to. Like, that's disgusting. And yeah, show me the science on that. So, you know, we're in a culture where you just got to validate the education for people because they have no idea what ketone technology is. We don't actually have to sell it. We have to be cool enough to not be in their face and look like every other salesperson. We have to make people understand this isn't protein powder. It's not a vitamin. You've never had it before. Read a little bit about the education and the science. That's why I love this company. I'm not selling against another 100 protein powders today. I am just educating you on ketone technology. So on day 3, if you love it, you know, which flavor do you like? Okay, I'd like to get your order in today. I'd like to move you. I'd like to get your, people are making fun of me back there. You see that, Bobby? I got little brothers in the background going. So anyway, distraction, I need more ketones now. But on day 3, you want to connect them with a 3-way call to help them move. Now, did you like it? Do you want to be on it longer? Some people don't prejudge whether they want to be a promoter or a customer. Okay, they know what they need. So that's why I like the Prove It Now link, because it says, do you want to be a promoter or do you want to be a customer? And let them choose. But on day 3, and by the way, if you don't follow up with your 5-day experiences and you don't work it hard in the first 3 days, you'll never close. Okay, you'll never close. So if you don't have people's names written down who are on your 5-day experience, and if you aren't working the campfire video on day 1, contact with them on day 2, day 3, if they come off of the 5-day experience and you haven't contacted them and you try and go back a week later, no, I have so many people say, I just can't convert my 5-day experiences. And I'm like, what are you trying to convert? Did you set them up on a 3-way call on day 3? Well, I don't know what day 3 was. Okay, you're already out of touch. You already lost the sale. All right? Like this is customer service. Know what's going on in your business. And if you're not with them on day 1, day 2, if you're not connecting them on a call on day 3 for somebody else to handle the objections and close for you, you're not closing 5-day experiences. And I promise you, if you do this system, your business will absolutely explode. And if you're brand new, guess what? It is so simple. That's all you got to do. You got to create intrigue. You got to sell a 5 for 25. If you're in Canada, it's going to be a 5 for 30. You got to touch them on day 1, touch them on day 2, connect them on a call day 3, get an order in. And this is your language. All right, well, I don't want you to be out because it's already starting to work in your system. We want you to experience it for a good solid 2 to 4 weeks. If you don't experience it after that, I'm happy to buy it back for you. And I always am, because they're never ready to sell it off if they've been on it for 4 weeks. All right. So I want to get you product by the time you run out of that 5-day experience. So do you have any questions on it? I'm going to give you my link, or I can help you put in the order. And literally, I can put in the order. If they want to be a customer, I can take care of that. If they want to be a promoter, then I'm going to connect them on a call and handhold them and make them do it, because then they'll be able to turn around and know what's going on. Okay. So you have them, let's say you have them as a promoter. We talked about the experience pack, the Santa pack with them, okay? We need them to have it because we need them to blitz the market. And guess what? A lot of people can pre-sell off their 5 for 25s before they ever get it shipped in by making that one intriguing social media post, or by messaging people that says, I am so excited in 2017 about this technology. I've seen it change a lot of people's lives around me. I have a huge batch coming in. Would you like me to hold you out a 5 for 25 and send it to you when it comes in? Would you watch this video? And send them the campfire video. Then guess what? You got to follow up. Got to follow up. Doesn't do any good if you just shoot them a video and you don't follow up. What'd you think of that video? Would you like the 5 for 25? Give me your address. Would you like the 5 for 25? I'm assuming the sell is yes. Give me your address. All right. Then I carry Venmo or PayPal, and I'm transactioning all day long on the 5 for 25s. Write the name down. Guess what? They're starting day 1, campfire video. Day 2, recipes. Day 3, follow-up 3-way call, close it out. All right? Promoter, 3-way call, business launch call. Okay? So we're launching someone. Here's what we do. You got to know, number 1, these 3 things. Get endorsed. Okay? If you get 2 new customers in a month, they will give you the average of that order in Prove It bucks. And you can order your product for free. Number 2, go pro. Within 48 hours of purchasing the Experience or Santa Pack, which today you save $300 freaking on, all right, go hit everybody you know who is ever maybe interested and on the fence. Today's the day. If you get them to purchase that, you have to coach them. Get them on a call with someone else to help coach them. Let someone else be the wheels for you. All right. You'll get to be the wheels when they go bring you someone. But when you're bringing in your own person, you are not the wheels. You are not the answer. Okay. I hope I've made that point very clear, because we have so many people struggling out there on their own and they're not using anyone. And that's why I know everything. I mean, this sounds pretty haughty, but I know all I need to know about ketones. I know all I need to know about the manufacturing center and the comp plan. I'm not going to tell you one thing about it if you're my own person. Selena's going to tell you. Lori is going to tell you. One of my people is going to tell you, because I will sabotage my business growth if I tell you myself. And I know that. All right. So if we're going to hit the Go Pro in the first 14 days, it's very simple. Here's what I'm going to do. Get into your back office. Every time you sell or share, you go watch those green bars go up. You hit the rewards comp plan. You go under the rewards. It's a gaming system. You have these little green bars. Green means go. It starts going every time you share out. How do I hit the Go Pro? Go give people ketones. Don't sit there for an hour and try and figure out the comp plan. That's not going to make you money. Go share the 5-day experience. Go follow up on day 3. Go close out the order and watch your little green bars go up. And I'll break it down for you real easy. You don't have to understand BV, PV, TV. I don't know. I don't understand any of it still. All I know is that this is really easy. In your first 14 days, print out the GoPro sheet in the download section on High Overview. If you're like me, you may want to color it in with different colors as you sell it. Okay. If you're a computer, you don't need that stuff. Just watch the green buttons and calculate your volume. I don't do that. My brain doesn't work that way. First 14 days, you better know your date on the GoPro. All right. We have so many people miss it by 1 day because they didn't write down the date. You have 14 days. Go get 2 customers to order a 30-day pack and go get 1 experience pack sold with a new promoter. All right. 1 promoter experience pack, 2 30-day customers. In the next 14 days, so the first 30 days, you've got Go MVP, double it. 4 customers, 30 packs, 2 experience packs, promoters. That's it. And then you make $750. And if you came in at the experience pack, you made a double direct bonus. You made 40% off of every single thing you sold. You sold off your 39 sets of 5, and you've made about $975 on that. But guess what? Today you're buying it around $600. So you're really going to profit if you get the pack sold off today, because you're going to sell those 39 sets for 5 and make the money back on the pack. So you've just made almost $2,300, $2,500. All right. And now if you already had like 2 promoters get up and run under you, you've made volume from them too. A lot of people make about 3,000 in their first 30 days. And what I always tell people, in your first 30 days, I want to take your objections and your phone calls. If I'm launching, Jackie's business and I'm telling her she needs to go be the bike, let me be the wheels. Okay. So Jackie, go plan a mixer, make your social media posts, commit to 10 messages a day, build your pipeline. If you're constantly building your pipeline, then on a day like today, when a 33% hits, you get to go to your pipeline with all those 25 people who told you no, or not now, or it sounds too expensive. You get to follow up with 25 people today. It's called the pipeline. You get to go back to them. You get to have your biggest day in the year today because you were committed every day to at least messaging people and getting their objections. And now you get to go back and close it up. So in this business, if you want to show up to work It means you put yourself on the line every day and you share it. And guess what? Just for one day, I want you to we learn this at our training, at our Tony Robbins training. When you hear no, when you make a message for one day, I want you to practice. When you make a message and you share the campfire video, when they ask what it is, and they say, yeah, I'm just not interested in this time. Here's what I want you to do. Yes! That's what I want you to do for one day. Do it by yourself. Like, they would make so much fun of me if they saw me do it, but that's okay. I just want you to be like, yes! Like, every time somebody says no to you, I want you to do the happy dance and make an idiot of yourself. Number one, you feel like an idiot anyway. They just said no. But you're going to train your system to get fired up no matter what. Like Joe Schmo, not you, Joe Nieto, I'm not talking about you, but Joe Schmo is not going to get my attitude down by telling me no today, because I'm going to make $150,000 a month this year. And I'm not making that claim. I'm just saying my goals. That's what I want to be making monthly in this business. And if I let Joe Schmo back me into a corner and I get sad because I have rejection, I'm never going to do what I want to do. And there's people doing what I want to do right now, and they're not letting no's shake them. The right people will come into your business. What you project is what you'll get. Be a positive person, be a confident person, be energetic. Light attracts light. So do your self-development in 2017. The more you work on yourself, the more attractable you'll be attracting the attractable. That doesn't even make sense. You don't even have to think about it. Don't think about it too hard, because it really doesn't make sense. But you know what I'm saying if you just hear that on the surface level. All right, so MVP is all about, in the first 30 days, 2 promoter experience packs and 4 30-pack customer orders. If you focus on breaking MVPs in your first 120 days, if you break 5 of them, you get what's called the All-Star bonus, and you get $1,000 bonus. By that point, you really don't care about $1,000, to be honest with you, because you're going to be making great money if you're an MVP breaker. If you sign someone up and you move on, this business isn't for you. It's not. So you can either make up your mind today that you want to be great at distributing ketones, and you can be coachable and listen to the simple system. All you have to do is create intrigue, share a resource, connect them on a call, get out your 5-day experiences. On day 3, hand them to someone else to close. If we're launching a business, someone else does it. While somebody's in their MVP period, I take every call. If they're not in their MVP period, I don't want to take their customer calls. I don't want to take calls about product. Today, I literally told 2 people that were asking me a ton of product questions. I said, listen, today is 33% off of Santa packs. I know that sounds really like I'm like all serious, and I'm like, Santa packs. Today is 33% off people coming into this business and changing their lives in 2017. I said, you can go look at the FAQs. You can go ask a specialist questions about a product. I have an empire, and I have people that I need to break their financial situations and change their lives. And today they can afford to buy this pack. And I want to teach them how to get out of the gate and be successful in this business. I don't care about the other ketone product right now. It's synthetic crap. And I'm not going to talk to you about it today. But tomorrow I will, or you want to know every flavor of the ketone packages we offer, go watch the video yourself. I'm not answering that question for you today.
Time to go, and did you bring my vitamins?
Yes, go out there. I'm almost done. It's time to go. And yeah, Selena, keep laughing because I'm 20 minutes over a 20-minute call, but I just think this is a very important call today. Don't get brought down in answering tons of questions that for 1.5 years we have developed the resources to give answers. So what I do when people start doing that to me is I just start shooting them links. I start saying research tab if you want to know that. FAQs if you want to know that. Go watch the video if you want to know the difference in flavors. I'm helping people break MVP. I take those calls and those questions for people during an MVP period. I'll do whatever it takes to help my MVPs close out sales. After that, they've got to connect all those people with the resources. The other thing, I'm very careful in the MVP when I usually, right now, this past week, these past 3-4 weeks, I'm one person away, one experience pack away from hitting the all-star bonus. I've been working with 5 people at once to break MVPs, and I could not have done it without the help of my business partner, Selena. So people are always asking about the placement lounge. So I use the placement lounge when I need help and I know somebody will go to bat for my person as much as I would go to bat for myself. Because I know right now that Selena is trying to level up and she doesn't need actually the personal or the team volume to get to that next level. She needs group volume. So if I place someone under her that I'm trying to go MVP, she needs them to get up and running. So she has just as much vested interest in breaking that MVP as I do. So, and the other thing is, and this is just a little philosophy, but the people who follow the replicatable system is people who I place people under because I feel safe that they're getting on the job training. I told one of my teammates the other day, she wanted me to go out to her place and do a workshop. And I asked her if she was going to the Epic event, and she wasn't. And I said, I'm not going to come add volume, and create havoc in your community when I don't trust your leadership is in line with the culture. You're brand new to the company. You don't know the language. You don't know the culture. You don't know the products. You don't know the story. And why would we want to put in 30 people in your area without the leadership? And so for my leaders, it's so important that they're connecting their people on 3-way calls with me because that's training grounds. I feel confident that Selena is going to say everything that I want her to say because we've been on hundreds of 3-way calls together. You know, so the more you work with getting people up and the more 3-way calls you're doing, and that's, who cares about the 3-way call? That's your opportunity to train people. It's on the site job situation. So if you want to break MVPs, that training period is calls, connecting. Okay. I got a bunch of little ladies ready to go to Silver Dollar City. So I hope this helped you today. So here's the moral of the story. Create curiosity. Go make that Facebook post today. Go message people. Be authentic. Okay? Share the campfire video. Don't talk at them. When they ask questions, great question. Don't call it a 3-way call. Don't call it your sponsor. Don't call it your upline. Ugh. Let me put you on a call with my friend Joe, all right? He's changed his life this past year with using the product, and he actually hated the business, but he can't help but work it now because he's so passionate about the product. I just want you to listen to his story. Go put him on a call, okay? Let that person close it out, and then you get together on a business launch call, and you help them make the social media post. You help them start messaging. You help them start the 5-day experience. You train them. Day 1, campfire. Day 2, recipes. Day 3, connect a call for somebody else to close it out. If they want to do the business, experience pack. If they don't want to be the business, they don't want to buy the experience pack, keep them as a customer. I have too much investment and energy to put into people who want it and are coachable. If you don't have a credit card, and I hate that. I'm not a credit card girl. But if you want to do this business, let me coach you on how to be successful at this business. If you don't want to be coachable, go find another sponsor and prove it. Because you're going to suck the life out of me and you're not going to be ready to launch the business in the way that I know I can get you out of the gate strong, right? You lead your teammates. This is your business. You're the boss, all right? The way that we become rich in this business is by serving other people. And guess how you serve other people? You set them up for success and you lead them when they're insecure and they don't know how to do it themselves. Okay? Be confident in the system, and the more you work it, The more I'm confident, nah, you can't come in at a 30 pack and work the business on my team. You can't, because you told me you want to leave your job in 6 months. I cannot work with that. I need you to start your business with 39 sets of 5 because we have to work the 5-day system to get you to MVP. All right, we're going to break MVP, and then I'm going to teach you how to break other MVPs because you're going to be on 10 calls a day with me, and then you're going to know how to do it for somebody else. Okay? Oh gosh, I'm going. I got to go to Silver Dollar City, guys. So, guys, get messaging, 33% off. They're going to make money on this today, okay? Have an amazing 2 days. I can't wait to see and hear your success, and I want to see you in Dallas. Come say hi. Come give me a hug. Let's take a picture together. You guys have incredible leaders out there. I'm looking at some of you guys, Amy, Nixie, Leslie. You all are awesome. Joe, Jennifer, you guys, like, this team is incredible. There's so many people willing to help, and I just can't wait to see you all in Dallas. So have a great day.
I mean,